Question number 24, right? And as you can see in the figure, right, there is VT graph, right? The specialty of this question is, right, there are two particles are moving simultaneously, right? As you can see, A is moving constant velocity at 20 meters per second, and B is starting, right, from 10 meters per second and accelerating, right, like this. So what they're asking is, right, in this particular intersection point of these two graphs, they have given the time, right, as 2 seconds. They're asking, and when the B is overtaking A, right, what is the displacement they travel? The Tama pass prashna, right, right, you know, screen right, screen peno, Praveka Rastara, A Sahabi, Anshudek or Chalman, like A Anshua, top perimeter, Isareka, Farbring Chalman, right, B Anshua. අපරිමිත 10ක ප්‍රවේගයෙන් ආරම්භ කරලා ත්වරණයෙන් මෙයාගේ ගමන් කරනවා. ප්‍රස්ථාරකයේ right ඡේදන ලක්ෂ්‍ය තප්පර දෙකක් කියලා තියෙනවා. ඊට කියනවා right B ඒ පසු කරන මොහොතේදී right ගමන් කළාදී දුර කොච්චරද කියලා. තාම ක්ලාස් ප්‍රශ්නයක් හැබැයි උත්තර හිතන්න ප්‍රශ්න. And you have to analyze, right? Analytical skills should be there here, right? So I'll tell you one by one. It's pretty easy question now, right? Right as usual, right? We go to the analysis part. The first note. So keep in mind, right, when there are two particles are moving simultaneously, right? Simultaneously. So they are asking, right, when the one particle is meeting the other particle. Oh, right, there's another term. Right? Instead of meeting, there's another term. What is that? We call it as overtaking point. Am I? Anshun දෙකක්, right? Anshun දෙකක්. Right? එකවර සාධන වෙනකොට එක අංශුවක් අනිත් අංශුව පසු කරන අවස්ථාවේදී අපි right ඒකට හමු වෙන ලක්ෂය කියලා කියනවා නැත්නම් පසු කරන ලක්ෂය කියලා කියනවා. මේ දෙකම හරි. Right? Right here, right? There's a right. The students right always mislead with this particular point. Why? They think always this particular intersection point is the right meeting point. That is wrong now. ළමයි හැමතිස්සෙම ගොඩාක් ළමයි වරද්ද ගන්න point එක තමයි මේ අස්ථාර දෙකේ ඡේදන ලක්ෂ්‍ය තමයි හමු වෙන point. That is not the point. Why? Because this point is that two velocities are equal each other. And this particular point is where the two velocities are equal each other. That is the point, right? Not overtaking. මේ ලක්ෂය කියන්නේ හමු වෙන ලක්ෂය නෙමෙයි. දෙදාගේ ප්‍රවේග සමාන. බලන්න උදාහරණයක් මෙයා 10න් යනවා. For example, let's go to the same example. He's starting at 10. Right? He is going 20. 10, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, like that. Right? Up to here, right? He's coming to 20. That is not the right meeting point. Right? There's another factor here. Right? There's another factor. Right? Why did I say that is not the meeting point? Why? Because at the meeting point, keep in mind, both displacements should be equal to each other. In this case, can it be equal? No, because right the top, right, go to this question. Area is this area, right? Particular area is this particular right rectangle area, the big area. Whereas B, right, it has small area than the A. No, see the small trapezium area. So can you say, right, are they going to meet each other? No, not at all. Why? Because displacement still A is displacement higher than the B. ඔයාලට පැහැදිලිව පේනවා මේ A ගේ වර්ගඵලය කියලා කියන්නේ මේ ලොකු ත්‍රිකෝණාශ්‍රය වර්ගඵලය B කියන්නේ චූටි සමතල ප්‍රශ්න. දෙන්නගේ වර්ගඵල සමානද නැහැ. So what is the point is always the both areas should be equal in order to equal the displacement. If displacement are equal, we can say okay, they are going to meet each other. ළමයි පැහැදිලිව ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න. අංශු දෙකක් right එකවර චලනය වෙලා ඒ දෙක හමු වුණා කියලා කියන්නේ right වස්තුන්ගේ විස්ථාපන අනිවාර්යෙන් සමාන වෙන්න ඕනේ. That is the important point. Okay, so this is the clear point. This is the right correct thinking point. What is that? Right, see, right? This particular area now, see, this particular trapezium area, small, I'm not talking about small trapezium, the big trapezium, equal this particular right rectangle. They make it, and with trapezium, I may, how you are going to define it? Always opposite triangle. See, I have written opposite triangle, Sammukha Trikona, right? The area should be equal. That is the important point here, right? Right? If you go to write this particular point, right, they just give like this. Right? But don't get misled. What you have to do is you have to extend these graph. We're going to make and you can't simply say, is this the point? No. Why? This particular triangle should be equal to this particular triangle's area. The major cone can it be this one? No, no. This is small, this is big. Can it be this one? No. When it comes somewhere here, yes. The yes, it's possible. So that is the important point. What is that? Opposite triangles. Area should be equal each other. That is the important point. So that's why that there are two rules in this particular calculation. So they may garner sulukarati pradana, right? Niti dekak. The first one is, as I said earlier, ABC triangle area should be equal to CD triangle area. ABC त्रिकोण वर्गफल CED त्रिकोण वर्गफल समान वेन समान. That's why I have written here, right? The areas should be equal. The second important rule is the devani වැදගත් rule එක තමයි. These triangles should be congruent each other. Can you remember the congruency? The congruency is right. Right. What is the congruency? Right. This particular length should be equal to this particular length. This particular length should be equal to this particular length. This particular length should be equal to this particular length. And may may right, this side is 10. Therefore, obviously this side should be 10. That's why I have written here. If this particular gap is 10, obviously this gap should be 10. Why? The congruent. Right, therefore, this particular line should be 30. In case if they ask what should be the velocity at meeting point, and this value should be 30. Why? Because this is 10, this one should be 10. At the same time, right, if you go to the timeline, they have given this particular time as 2. And if this particular time is 2, obviously this particular time should be 2. Why? Because congruent triangles, these relevant legs are equal to each other. At this time should be equal to this time. That's why I have written as this length is 2. Obviously this should be 2. The question is finished. Now the prashni varai. You know, right? In order to calculate the what you call displacement, right? The VT graph area is the displacement. So there are two options. Why? What is that? And if you want, you can calculate either A area or you can calculate the B area. I'm talking about the full area. If you go to the area, what is the area he travels? 20. What is the total time? 4. So area is 20 into 4, 80 meters. Or else, right, you can calculate the B area and get the same answer. The B and let's take 10. Here should be 30, right? That's why I have written at 10 and 30. Because congruency, this 10 should be, this gap is 10 now. That's why this point is 30. This value is 4. The entire value is 4. Half into 10 plus 30 into 4. Right? That is also 80 meters. Simple as that, Lamani. So, right, keep in mind, as I always says, please try to do these questions again and again and master these questions, right? But keep in mind, the important point is you have to do with the limited time period. That is important. Thanks for watching.